support this particular business, tangible support in real time, are kept safe. It's growth, it's sustainable development for you, your business, and of course for Jamaica.
State Minister in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, Alando Terrelong.
We have been tested before, and every time we rise. Together, we will rebuild stronger, safer, and united. Hope lives here. The time by the office of the Prime Minister is...
It's 4 minutes after 9.
Humor Hour with Nora Gay Banton.
Good morning to you. It is Thursday, June 11. It's World Cup Day. We are alive and well, and for that we give God thanks. Good morning to you. If you're listening on the 90 FM band, 90.3, 90.5, 90.7, or 90.9, thank you so much for joining us on your radio. We appreciate your company there. Those of you who are listening from our mobile app and our website, good morning to you. We are live on YouTube. For those of you who are listening, I soon tell you where we are and how to find us. All right, stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, it's World Cup Day, and if you are seeing me anywhere and you see me in this jersey, please know that I am wearing this jersey because I am trying to be cooperative. HR said today is Jersey Day, and as a good employee, I got a jersey and I wore a jersey. I didn't own one before. As I said, you will know my team on July 19. But for today, until we do the big reveal for my team on July 19, I'm in a Brazil jersey. Today. Just because HR said it's Jersey Day and we're all to wear jerseys. So I'm in a jersey. But don't take this as none. All right, guys, please. My team will be revealed on July 19. All right, stay tuned for that. Just before we continue our World Cup episode today, because it's all about the World Cup today. We're talking about the World Cup. You'll be hearing facts about the World Cup. It's all World Cup today until we get into the opening ceremony, which of course will be taken over by the sports team, and later on is a bag of excitement. But for now, inside each of our programs, you will definitely be hearing World Cup related content, so stay tuned for that. And I am going to kick things off here inside the Consumer Hour with a World Cup moment for you. Listen up.
Nationwide presents the 2026 FIFA World Cup moment.
So Nationwide continues its countdown to the 2026 FIFA Men's World Cup, set to be hosted in the Americas from June 11 to June 19, July 19, reliving memorable moments from past tournaments. Today's magic moment comes from the 1986 staging when Mexico's Manuel Negrete scored a magnificent scissor kick against Bulgaria to give his team the opening goal. So that's the World Cup moment. We'll have more of those throughout the program today. But a scissor kick, is that the one where like them flick back and them foot go so? Yeah, so I was told I was right. Yeah, see, I know a little thing, you know. I'm not so disjointed from everything. I know a little thing. I know what a hat trick is. I kinda know when somebody's offside. Kinda. I know when it's supposed to be a corner, you know. I know when it's a goal. Yeah. That can be tricky too, you know. That can be tricky. It's not so straightforward, right, Kevin? When there's a goal, it's not so straightforward. But I know when there's a goal. And what else do I know? Yeah, right, yeah. And I know the World Cup is happening today. It's starting today, and Nationwide will bring you exclusive radio coverage of that. So you want to stay tuned to Nationwide 90 FM for coverage of the 2026 FIFA Men's World Cup. All right, wonderful. At 9:15 this morning, we also today, you can listen out for some interviews with our sponsors. Because, you know, we have to highlight our sponsors. And this morning we'll be speaking with Sagicor Live Jamaica. So you can stay tuned for that as well at 9:15. And of course, the phone lines will be open for you. We want to hear from you. Who are you carrying for the World Cup? Which bandwagon are you on? And if it's not a wagon, then fine. Which team are you supporting? Who do you think is gonna win the World Cup? Because people are supporting teams that I'm sure they know aren't gonna win. Like Kevin supporting Italy, that's not even in the World Cup. But yeah, him still supports Italy. Him have on him Italy jersey today, and he's a fan. Die hard. He's not gonna change. He has his Italy jersey on. Italy is not in the World Cup. What are them in my brain? Straight up. So let me know who you're supporting for the World Cup. The Golden Boot, who do you think is going to get that? If you think there are going to be any upsets, who do you think is going to, bring a little upset? Which team is going to shake up the place this year? Let me know. Maybe I'll give you a sneak peek into which team I'm supporting before the end of the show. Stay tuned for that. But we are going to take a break shortly. Remember, Nationwide 90 FM is bringing you live coverage. All right?
Negrete. Aguirre. Negrete. Magnificent.
All right, so that you just heard, that was the moment Manuel, is it Negrete scored the scissor kick to make that opening goal against Bulgaria in 1986. All right, so we're gonna take a break. When we come back, we will be joined by a representative from Sagicor Life Jamaica, and we'll have much more for you.
Excerpt from Minister Desmond McKenzie's sectoral presentation, brought to you by the Ministry of Local Government and Community Development.
A critical feature of the new building code is that buildings are to be constructed to withstand Category 5 hurricanes. Municipal corporations will be strengthened. They will be stronger enforcement powers, mandatory compliance checks, and stricter penalties for illegal construction, especially in high-risk zones.
Excerpt from Minister Desmond McKenzie's sectoral presentation, brought to you by the Ministry of Local Government and Community Development.
Mega Mart, best value by far. You can get it all here at Mega Mart. Mega Mart, best value by far. You can get it all here at Mega Mart. My Mega Mart, the best value by far. My Mega Mart, the best value by far.
Morning after morning, you've made Nationwide 90 FM part of your routine. So let's take this connection one step closer. Join the Nationwide 90 FM Family Club and be part of it officially on Patreon.
Family.
Nationwide News Network, NNN, through Nationwide 90 FM, is one of only 2 Jamaican media companies authorized to engage in the radio broadcast of matches at the 2026 FIFA World Cup finals being played in USA, Mexico, and Canada. The other rights holder in the radio broadcast category is Fame 95 FM. On May 19, 2026, NNN signed a sub-license agreement with Caribbean Sports Limited, CPSL. CPSL is based at first floor, 1 Welch's, St. Thomas, Barbados, BB 22025. It has come to our attention that media companies here in Jamaica on the radio side of the business, other than Nationwide 90 FM and Fame 95 FM, have made representation to advertisers that they hold the rights to transmit in full or in part matches at the 2026 FIFA World Cup finals. Such representation is false. NNN will protect its position as it relates to the radio broadcast of matches at the 2026 FIFA World Cup finals. We will pursue all breaches in court.
Good morning, good morning. You are back here inside the Consumer Hour on Nationwide 90 FM. I am Nora Gay Banton. It's World Cup Day. And as I told you earlier, we will be having some interviews with our sponsors for our World Cup coverage this year. And the first person I'll be speaking with this morning is Chief Revenue Officer and Insurance at Sagicor Life Jamaica, Mr. Mark Chisholm. Good morning to you, Sir Chisholm.
Good morning, and good morning to you and your listeners.
How are you doing?
We are good.
Awesome,
Exciting time, so.
Absolutely. And people, I must tell you, Mr. Mark Chisholm come in the studio and say, are you going to interview me? And I say, yeah. He say, well, in a wrong jersey. I say, boy. And let me tell you on air, Sir Mark, I don't know nothing about World Cup. I do have a team. HR just say, wear a jersey today. I'm going to find a jersey. I'm going to put it on. So not all against me here. We just have on a jersey. But which team is your team?
Argentina.
Argentina. All right. Cool. So you're Argentina, man.
Yeah, man.
All right. That's why you're in a tad of blue today.
Yeah, and the Sagicor brand.
That's right. So you tie it in nicely.
Yeah.
All right. So Sagicor Jamaica is a full-service financial institution with a long-standing reputation for excellence, innovation, and leadership in the financial sector. The company offers a comprehensive range of services designed to meet the diverse needs of its clients. And this morning we are focusing on life insurance, the life insurance side of the business. And of course, one of our sponsors for the World Cup coverage is Sagicor Life Insurance. So, Sir Chisholm, Sagicor Life has come on board, of course, as one of the partners. Talk to us about why you saw it fit to join Nationwide for the World Cup coverage this year.
Well, put it this way. The World Cup football is the biggest global event every 4 years.
Yes.
And Nationwide, of course, have the connectivity, the reach, the access because we want people to be able to either be watching football, listening to football. You have this man in St. Elizabeth who probably don't have a big flat screen television, and he has his radio up. A farmer who's in the farm, who we provide products for, they want to be able to know who is winning and who is not winning.
That's right.
You have people from the 70s, why Brazil is probably 50% of Jamaica as we speak. So that is the main reason why the reach nationwide is a powerful platform.
Yes.
It is also on social media handles and so on. So we felt strongly World Cup football is a Jamaican thing, even though we're not there.
Yeah.
Right? Because just to give you some numbers, in 2022, the last World Cup, 5.6 billion people worldwide tuned in on it. And if you're talking about a population, world population size of 8.3 billion, then that's 67%. So what you'll find is about 2 million people in Jamaica will be watching World Cup or listening. Or whatever it is.
Yeah. So while the entire Jamaica is listening, probably half of that to nationwide, what's the message that you want them to get while they are listening from Sagicor, while they're listening to the World Cup?
Well, football is something that unites, it inspires, and it causes people to come together. While I was driving down, I was saying to myself, when World Cup happens in the world, you find that crime rates go down because people start to watch football, they come off the road. The next thing is when you're on a dinner table and see people using the gadgets, during World Cup football, those gadgets will be put aside. So Sagicor feels strongly that health and wellness is very, very important. So taking away some screen time can be very good for you, the family, and can be very good for the kids. We also felt strongly that it's a world-class experience, and it brings together people from all walks of life. If you're going to a good bar with a flat TV, you will see...
You'll get a crowd.
You'll get a crowd.
Yes.
Yeah, so it is very important. And Sagicor believes in community development, youth development, and grassroots building up. So that's a part of our DNA to invest and continuous commitment investment in sports.
Talk to me a little bit about how Sagicor Life, outside of the World Cup, how you align yourself with community development initiatives and things like the World Cup that brings communities together.
Well, Sagicor, if you know, Sagicor is one of the major sponsors of the Jamaica Premier League, which when you go to those games, you start to realize how serious people take football.
Yes.
Sagicor is a part of our continuous investment, as I mentioned earlier in grassroots, our continuous investment. If you look at our Sigma Run, for example, talking about 30,000 people coming out on a Sunday morning, and the entire New Kingston, the entire country is shut down. If you even get up, like I'm supposed to get there at about 5, and when you come on the street, the traffic is amazingly full. The next thing we participate in is the JTA partnership with the Parish Championship, which is the grassroots of Usain Bolt, Shelley Ann Fraser, Veronica Brown. So Sagicor believes in community development, community commitment, and we also want our clients to understand that we're not just about a financial firm. We are also contribute to the success of our athletes, our footballers. Sometimes you might not hear about it, but we do sponsor some other small events. For example, the Jamaica Constabulary Force Sports Day. Sagicor was a sponsor.
Nice.
We do have some grassroots football. You ever hear about a community 6-a-side, 3-a-side, 4-a-side?
Yes.
And we do those sponsorships also. So Sagicor is very committed to community development.
Yeah, awesome. It sounds like you're really in touch with the people, and that's where your business is. So you have to be in touch with the people. Can listeners expect any special promotions, activations, giveaways? Because everybody will give us something this World Cup.
Yeah, there are many things that will happen, especially at the JTA, the Parish Championship, where a lot of advertisements, a lot of promotional events. With respect to football, of course, you have to keep your staff engaged. So, one of the things we said, I said as a leader, I said to to one of my managers who reports up through the ranks to me, I said to him, make sure you get the TV out of Mr. Chisholm's office. and put it outside. He said, sir, but we don't have a box. I said, take Mr. Chisholm box
Yes.
and put it outside so the entire team can be fully engaged. in
Love
it.
that. Love that.
Also, I'm sure that our HR team will be working with the team of about 2,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
With respect to, I mean, you're going to have a lot of problems in the office, especially like me and you this morning with the jerseys, right?
Please.
So it's a commitment
Yeah.
that Sagicor continues to put in Jamaica nation building and nation development. And I think a lot of companies who are your sponsors also, hopefully, and I'm sure, because if you look at Sigma Run, you'll see a lot of sponsors that comes into Sigma Run. So I hope it continues in that way.
Awesome. And I love that Sagicor continues to align themselves with sports, because it's really a thing that brings people together. Like, no matter which sport it is, no matter how people cuss West Indies, them still find themselves together somewhere watching the West Indies. No matter how Reggae Boys disappoint way, the stadium full same way. So it's good that Sagicor has found its niche.
When you look at, for example, West Indies team playing, right? And you realize what is happening at the downfall, then you look at the men start to see if they can watch the West Indies female team. When it comes to football and the Reggae Boys, you start to see a shift to the Reggae girls.
Because they're doing well.
And you have the Bunny Shaws of this world.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't hardly find one male Jamaican Reggae boy. So, I mean, it's not about that. You know? It's about
sports overall.
Sports, yeah.
Yes, I love that. Any final words you want to leave with our listeners and the viewers? Anything about Sagicor or just your connection with the World Cup this year?
No, not too much about Sagicor. Sagicor is a brand that is 95% or 98% top of mind when it comes to insurance. We're building out our banking arm, our investments arm, our property services arm. But as I mentioned earlier in my first set of comments, that when it comes to football, right, the nation comes together and they get inspired. It's create teamwork, excellence. You start to see some things that you have not seen. The other thing I mentioned was you find that the communities respond in such a way that a lot of the negativity goes. I mean, you'll have the battles with respect to just the football itself, but the negativity goes, and you'll see a downfall, as I mentioned. Even though there's a reduction in crime now, just remember the last World Cup.
Yeah,
it came on news medias like yours that says crime rate went down in the month of football.
Yeah.
My hope, and I'm gonna leave this right here, in 2030 will be the 100th year of when World Cup started. 100 years. And my hope and my prayer is that Jamaica will qualify for the 100-year World Cup. And I'm sending that message to all the coaches, the young players. So that's my message to Jamaica.
I hope and pray with you, Mr. Chisholm.
Yes,
I hope and pray. Yes. I hope and pray. Boy, I don't know how much faith I have, but I hope and pray.
I am building my faith. Hopefully we can get our two Bunny Shaws to play for the Reggae Boys.
Hopefully. But just before we go, we have to talk a little football. You say you're bringing Argentina for the World Cup. You have confidence that they can win?
Well, you see, if you look at Jamaica, Jamaica football come from the 70s.
Yes.
So why Brazil is about 50% of Jamaica was the Peles of this world.
Right.
Right? And why Argentina is probably about 30% of Jamaica is the Maradonas. Who, that was even used as a branded name, so you want to be the Maradona. So you have this guy called the GOAT now. I don't know if he's the GOAT, but Messi. He won the last time, and people felt that you'd have exited the stage, and he remained on the Argentina team. I mean, Argentina's going to struggle. Yeah.
But you think they can win?
But I'm going to try with them.
Okay.
Right? I'm going to try with them.
But you don't think Messi is getting a little old now?
Oh, yes. And the entire Argentina defense is getting old. So that's going to be the challenge. The main teams to look out for this year is France and the Netherlands.
And the Netherlands? I don't think I've heard that one pretty often, the Netherlands.
Well, you look at them and you'll see what I'm talking about.
All right. So, guys, you heard it here first from Mr. Mark Chisholm. He said France and the Netherlands. And of course, his team is Argentina, so he's holding out faith for them. Messi and all the other older players on the team. Let's see what will happen. Thank you so much, Mr. Chisholm, for joining me this morning. That was Chief Revenue Officer of Insurance at Sagicor Jamaica, Mark Chisholm, talking to us there about Sagicor's connection with the people and the community. And of course, they are one of our sponsors for this year's World Cup coverage. We take a break and come back with more.
Spectrum Insurance Brokers provides quality insurance coverage and risk management services. The time by Spectrum Insurance Brokers Limited, setting the industry standards, is
9:30.
This station raised me. It gave me a voice. And if Nationwide has ever meant something to you, come on in. Join the Nationwide 90 FM Family Club today on Patreon.
Nationwide News Network, NNN, through Nationwide 90 FM, is one of only two Jamaican media companies authorized to engage in the radio broadcast of matches at the 2026 FIFA World Cup Finals being played in USA, Mexico, and Canada. The other rights holder in the radio broadcast category is Fame 95 FM. On May 19, 2026, NNN signed a sub-license agreement with Caribbean Sports Limited, CPSL. CPSL is based at first floor, 1 Welch's, St. Thomas, Barbados, BB 22025. It has come to our attention that media companies here in Jamaica, on the radio side of the business, other than Nationwide 90 FM and Fame 95 FM, have made representation to advertisers that they hold the rights to transmit in full or in part matches at the 2026 FIFA World Cup Finals. Such representation is false. NNN will protect its position as it relates to the radio broadcast of matches at the 2026 FIFA World Cup Finals. We will pursue all breaches in court.
The Time brought to you by
crowd. Monday, my baller. Monday, my baller. Each game is so intense. Attack versus defense. Monday, my baller. Monday, my baller. And all the fans are here. They've come from everywhere. Stadium full, nobody else can hold. Football we love with heart and soul. Same time I hear all the fans them go. Game time now cause the referee blow. Excitement from the left, the star roll. Which team you feel gon' score the first goal? From all over the world, people are turn up. Unity we say, nothing couldn't hurt us. This is our game, we love the World Cup. Competition with a purpose. Monday my baller, Monday my baller. This is the greatest show the world has ever known. Monday my baller, Monday my baller. They make them nation proud, them play and please the crowd. Monday my baller, Monday my baller. Each game is so intense, attack versus defense. Hey, Monday my baller, Monday my baller. And all the fans are here, they've come from everywhere. You think France gonna take it? I don't know. You think Brazil gonna make it? I don't know. Think Germany gonna get it? I don't know. If you don't bring Spain, you might just regret it. The three lions this year look serious. Argentina, mysterious. Portugal full of stars, imperious. Italy not here, that's egregious. Wait. Belgium, Netherlands will have a say. Morocco, Senegal have come to play. The US and Canada might find a way. The Mexican team ole. Monday my baller, Monday my baller. This is the greatest show the world has ever known. Monday my baller, Monday my baller. They make them nation proud.
All right. Welcome back to the Consumer Hour here on Nationwide 90 FM. I am Nora Gay Banton. All right, so earlier I told you that we are on YouTube. And guys, I know. Just see it a little bit. So if you go to YouTube, I think the best way to find where we are streaming now is to type the name of this live stream. So Nationwide Consumer Hour, and I'm doing it with you live, June 11, 2026. I think that's the best way to find us live this morning. But the channel, if you're searching for it, it's NNN-Radio Live TV. No, Radio Live. That's it. NNN-Radio Live. So it's NNN-Radio Live. So it's NNN lowercase, put a dash in between that, radio capital letter and live. If you want, you can send us a WhatsApp message and we'll try to send the link to as much of you as possible so that you can find where we are streaming live this morning. It may be a little difficult to find this one, but please stay with us. We're trying to work things out, guys. All right? And we're trying to make it as easy for you as possible. Okay, so we have another World Cup moment for you. Today's World Cup, well, this World Cup moment comes from the 2018 staging when Spain's Nacho scored a scorcher to give his team a 3-2 lead against Portugal.
Silva. Persistence from Spain. Now it might drop for the shot here. Oh, what a shot that is! Nacho, the man who gave away the penalty early on in this match, has redeemed himself in style. There didn't look to be a way through here for Spain, but the trio of Spanish players somehow worked it through. It sat up really nicely for the fullback.
All right, so that was the goal there in 2018 that gave Spain the 3-2 lead against Portugal, and that was from Nacho. And I'm told a scorcher is when you kick the ball very hard from the center of your instep. That's what you said, Kevin, right? So that's a scorcher. So, yeah, man, we're learning today, guys. For all of you who don't know much about the football like myself here, we're learning today. So that was a scorcher from Nacho in 2018 that gave Spain that 3-2 lead over Portugal. We'll have much more of those for you during the program today and throughout the day. Remember, Nationwide will be bringing you live coverage of the 2026 FIFA Men's World Cup, starting from the opening day all the way down to the final match. And remember, on that final day, July 19, I will reveal to you my team for the World Cup. So you want to stay tuned for that, all right? If you're watching us, don't watch the jersey I'm in. As I said, HR just asked us to wear jerseys today, and I'm in a jersey, guys. Don't really take this to mean anything. This is not necessarily my team. Maybe we don't know, but July 19, you will hear what's going on. The phone lines are open. If you want to talk to me here during the consumer hour, it's 876-630-9371. That goes up to 4. So it's 630-9371, 630-9372, 630-9373, 630-9374, and 618-6730. Those are the numbers to call. Let's hear from you. Who are you? Which team are you carrying this year for the World Cup? Who do you think is going to win the Golden Boot? Which team do you think is going to, bring a little upset? I hear one of our sponsors there, Mr. Mark Chisholm from Sagicor Life, saying Netherlands. The Netherlands is going to be in on it this year. I haven't heard that team swirling around in the conversation, so maybe, I don't know. Of course, I have no clue, but we will hear. Remember, also stay tuned for our pre-World Cup opening ceremony show. Of course,